Hello. For today's video, I'm going to just be making this little magnet. These are, I guess I should have looked, I think 1.25 inch round. Just little discs that I got at the craft store. And I'm going to start out by painting it this gloss black. And normally I would put something on this before just painting it. This, pull it out. I just seem so unprepared these days. I don't know what my problem is. Okay, so if you're going to paint on wood, you need to put a sealer on it beforehand. If I paint it just all black like this, it's really not necessary, but if you're gonna like leave a wood edge, it'll bleed if you don't do something like I've got this multi-purpose sealer that I'd put on it so that the paint doesn't bleed. But I'm painting this one just all black, and then I'm going to paint a pattern on it, so I don't really need to seal it. So I'm going to finish painting this black when it's dry. I'll be right back. Okay. So these little discs are wide enough. You could probably drill into them. Well, you could drill through this way and make a hole, or you could drill in this way and put in a eye pin, make it into a necklace if you wanted to. But I'm just going to make it into a magnet for today. And I'll put all the colors I use in the description as normal. I'm just going to these little magnets for right now because this week I don't have a whole heck of a lot of time to record. And I like to get a video out a day if I can. So for the colors today, I'm using apple barrel paint like normal. And I've got bright blue and cool blue, lime sherbert and pale daffodil, and a matte white and the gloss black that I used on the background. Okay. So we're going to start out, and I'm just going to eyeball my center on this because this is just a little fridge magnet and I'm not super worried about being completely in the center. And I'm going to use the number 6 and that bright blue color for my center dot. Now you could get a ruler out and measure and get it exact if you want, but this is just going on my own personal fridge, so it'll be good enough for me. Now I'm going to move down to the number 3. And I'm going to use that cool blue, which is just a little lighter. And I'm going to do my dots. I think just 8 of them around that center. I really enjoy making the smaller stuff more than the larger stuff. I like this, use dinky dots and see how much I can fit. Okay, and I'm still going to use the number 3. And I'm going to use the pale yellow and do another dot out. in between the previous ones, but not another row. Now I'm going to move up to the number 4, and I'm going to use the lime sherbet color. And I think I'm just going to do 4 dots. Like so. Now I'm going to move down to the number 1, and I'm going to lock dots around those green ones. I think I'm going to lock some light blue dots around too. Still using the number 1. They get really dinky. I don't know if I like that so much. My paint is very thin. Okay, now using that cool blue color, I'm going to go with the number 3, and I'm going to put a dot right in between those yellow ones, just to bring out that, what I just bordered with. I'll show you. I'll put it up closer in a minute. Because it's very faint. And this will bring it out a little bit better. Let's see if you can see it. See how it, around the edges there. Okay, now I'm going to move up. Let's go up to something bigger. Maybe number 6. And I'm going to put a yellow dot right out from those blue dots that we just made. And then I'm going to go with the number 2. And I'm going to lock some white dots around those. Going with the number 2 just because it's out further and the dots are bigger. And I didn't like that I couldn't see those other dots as well. Okay, and now I'm going to do some locking of the dots around these blue ones, just to tie it in a little bit. I'm just putting a center one and then going to the edge, however many dots you need. It's looking like 2, but you might need to do 3, or you might only have enough room for 1. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go with the number 3. And I'm going to put a green dot in these divots, like one here, one here, one there, one there, all the way around. And then I'm going to move up to the number 4, and I'm going to use that bright blue color and put a dot at the top of each of these 4 walking dots, just to bring it closer out to the edge. I might actually walk some dots around that edge. I think I'm going to just walk the dot. Well, not walk the dots, but using the number 4, I'm just going to reapply paint and do dots around so that they don't taper down. Just going to do like a blue border all the way around. And then I'm basically done, except for my top dotting. It's looking like it's pretty well dry, a lot of it. So let's see what this is like. I'm going to go to the number... I'm going to top dot with a number 3 on those yellows. I'm going to use the green color, the lime sherbet. And then I'm going to move down to the number 2. And I'm going to use the yellow, the pale daffodil, on those green dots in the center. And then I'm going to go back up to the 3 a minute. And I'm going to use the cool blue, and I'm going to do a center dot. And the other one. And I think I might leave it at that. Might be nice to top dot those blue ones on the outside, maybe with white or something. I think I'm going to blow it dry, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to go down. Let's see. Do I want a number 1 or a number 2? I think I'm going to go with a number 2. And I'm going to top dot white in those blue ones. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Just a cute little magnet. Now you can either go over this with like Mod Podge. I like to use this spray varnished. I've got this that I use. Let's see if I can get further away from it. It's Crayon Matte Finish. That does a nice job. When you spray it, you gotta wait a couple hours afterwards. Or if you like it glossy, I use this Aleene's acrylic gloss sealer. It works nice too. And then I got these magnets. These are 0.75 inches. And I just glue them on there on the backs with this A6000. And this is the clear kind. It's transparent. So if you're a little sloppy, you won't really see it. Because if you make it shiny, you really won't see it. But that's what I do. And then I have cute little magnets on my fridge. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.